I know the kids can be cruel, try to make you feel ashamed, call you names at school. But I'ma drop some jewels, some wisdom that you can use, so you won't grow up confused and verbally abused. Realize there will be people who criticize.
Setters, it's your girl Minister Shantae. Welcome back to another video where we'll be learning how to captivate the trendsetter in you. And if you're not a part of the trendsetter community yet, please hit that red subscribe button down below and we can all shine together. In this video, we're going to be talking about making friends in part 2 of our Guide for the Shy Teenager series. Our last video was on crushes, and if you have not seen that video yet, I will link it down in the description box below. Now, for a lot of us as shy people automatically think that we're introverts. We don't like going nowhere. We don't like talking to people. Like, we don't want to have fun. And that's not true. Some of us really are truly introverts. We want a couple of friends, but we really don't want a big group of friends or people. That's not true for everybody. A lot of people, they want to have friends. They want to have romantic relationships. They want to have people they can talk to around them. They don't want to be in the house all the time surrounded by their siblings and their parents. They want to go outside sometimes. It's just that soon as we get up the courage to go talk to somebody, our shyness would kind of instantly shut us down, or the insecurities in our head, the stuff that we say to ourselves. So we just prefer to stay quiet, and we just figure that I just learned to be by myself, or I just learned to be alone. And that is not how you want to live your life. So tip number 1 is say yes sometimes. Now, I do say this with caution because sometimes we are so desperate for friendship, we will say yes and okay to anybody that will come to bite us back in the butt later on, because we said yes to people just for the heck of it, even though we knew those people went against our morals. They went against us as what we believed in as a person or our character, but we wanted friends so bad we just said yes, and it turned out to be a horrible, horrible decision later on. So don't do that. What you want to do is, if somebody invites you, say, hey, we're all of us are going to catch a movie later on, you should come. If you know or kind of see that person, you and that person maybe have similar interests, you guys can probably kind of agree with some certain stuff with your beliefs or morals, then go ahead and go say yes. Now, if you don't know, sometimes you're going to have to go once to see how that person acts, and I want you to observe and see if that person goes against you as a person. And if they do, you take a deep breath and like, well, like, too bad, I guess it's not this person, and then you just go and talk and make friends with other people. So make sure you say yes sometimes to people, because if you don't, you'll miss out on some great friendships just because you were too afraid to go talk to people. But just make sure you say yes to the right people. Number 2 is sometimes you're going to have to go talk to people yourself. Sometimes there's a lot of people that we want to go talk to. There's a group of people, of friends or something that we want to go talk to, but we're so afraid. The thought of everybody's eyes just being and staring on you kind of makes you cringe inside, so you just stay quiet and you sit alone at lunch not talking to people, and it makes you miserable because you wish you had a friend, somebody to talk to, and you're tired of being at lunch sitting alone all the time. So sometimes you're going to have to pick up your tray if you're at school or whatever, and you're going to have to go and talk to other people. Sometimes you're going to have to be the first one to initiate a conversation. And tip number 3 is body language. Now, sometimes some of us are really not talkers. I'm friends with a lot of people, shy people like me. I'm shy, but I do talk a lot once I get to know you. I will talk your ear off once I get comfortable with you. But I do have a lot of friends who are shy that they don't talk a lot. And sometimes people, if they don't know them, they'll take it the wrong way and think that they're being rude or mean when they're not. They're just observing. They're just listening to you. So sometimes, and you know that about yourself, so you don't talk to people, it's your body language. Sometimes you have to make sure people know that you are listening even though you're not saying anything. It's make sure you're smiling, nodding your head, your body language, or even if you just say, if they're talking, just be like, cool, wow, that's awesome, or ask a question or something to let them know to keep talking. Don't go away. I'm not being rude. I am listening to you. I personally don't talk a lot, but I want my body language to show you that even though I'm not talking, I am listening to you. And the last tip would be is to be yourself. Do not become somebody you're not. just to have friends. Don't hang out with somebody that you are not cool with and you really don't like just to have friends, because sometimes it is better to be alone than it is to be around bad company, and you will find that out the wrong way if you push the subject. Sometimes there are some people that I really, really wish I would have just left alone, and I didn't push the subject because I knew they wasn't good friends with me, but I wanted to be friends with somebody. I wanted to hang out with somebody so bad that I pushed it, and it was one of the biggest mistakes that I ever made. So make sure that you are compatible with the person, that the person doesn't go against your morals. Make sure you say yes to some people. Sometimes you have to go up to people and talk to them yourself, and sometimes you're going to have to be the one to be the icebreaker. And for us, the shy people, that's horrifying, but sometimes you're going to have to do the scary things, and you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone if you don't want to be stuck in a house all for the rest of your life having no friends, because trust me, that isn't fun. And two, when you get older, I'm shy, I'm afraid to talk to people, is not going to get it past your boss. Trust and believe that. I love you guys. Please like, comment, and share this video with someone you love. And please remember that you are worth so, so, so much. And never let anybody turn you different. I love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.
I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. I'm worthy.